Hey everybody, welcome back to every part of the game of League of Legends. I'm the Strategy Professor. We're doing a little Soraka action here. Now, I already see the comment, why would you start W first if this video gets posted up? The reason why is you keep your jungler topped off, so they're healthy, so they don't get, so they're probably not going to die if they get counter-jungled. And to me, that's just more important than landing 2 or 3 Qs at level 1. Assuming that you even hit them. So, that's why you start W. Yes, it's not as good in lane. If you're just thinking about laning, sort of a very one-dimensional kind of way, then yes, Q is better. But, because I get asked that every time I post a Soraka video. But it's to keep the jungler safe. So you're giving up a little of your level 1 control. But we're already going to be really far behind in this matchup. Like, Jhin and Brand is really strong early on. So they're going to hit that level 2 first. And people in chat have been saying, well, you know, you could try out a, 3 points in Q in lane and then go to healing outside of lane. So I will try out that build this time. I'm not sure if that's better or not, but we'll try it out. We'll go ahead and get a second point of Q. We'll grab the E at level 3. We're probably not going to all in anytime soon.
Every step, a new journey.
I mean, more points in Q does let you heal more, and mana is not typically an issue in lane. It can be, but usually have a lot of extra mana. God, that does eat through your mana. Feels like it does a little bit more. I need to hit a Q and then land my, then hit the W. There we go. And that gives you the extra hot on them. A little bit of extra heal over time. So you always want to do that whenever you can. Land a Q first. And now mana is kind of becoming a thing. It only goes up 5 mana though, I think. But your W is not nearly as mana efficient, because I think it's basically, it doesn't cost any mana. Yeah, a little bit of mana, but not much. I guess I'll get it, just in case Shyvana comes down here to gank. That does actually help you with your wave clear a little bit too. How much damage does it do? 110. It does actually help you with your wave clear a little bit too, to get the Q. A couple of points in Q. I still don't think you should go full 5 points in Q, but maybe 3 for laning and then start maxing your heal after that. Now Soraka does have base mana regen of 12, which is nice, which means she scales really well with Fairy Charms. I think Branch is backed. We should probably back. Jhin hasn't backed though. I'm a little bit scared of the jungler. Who is it? Galio. I'm not going to back in that bush. Brand's almost certainly going to walk up there. Yeah, I got to stop him from... I could have silence fielded him there and probably stopped him. That's probably what I should have done. Okay, they're really low. I either flash the W there, or I take it and then I flash afterwards when I'm at like 10% health, so might as well just go ahead and flash it.
This is my path.
Got him.
I lend my aid.
Okay, not bad, not bad.
Of mine.
I mean, 50 for 150 damage is pretty good.
The whole world in balance.
Actually, let me... I need boots. Especially since I don't have, my flash. Ah. Yeah, that banana. Okay, so this, you know, does make her a little bit more powerful in landing phase.
I lend my aid.
Should have run a different Soraka page. Soraka doesn't need the CDR as much. Whoa.
To heal and protect.
What is he buying? Tier.
An enemy has been slain.
Grace.
You can't really spam your arrows anymore. I don't know if I approve of the tier message, but... I'm gonna try to land a Q first. There we go, and then we can heal him.
An ally
He does get a nice heal over time, also. Like, it's not as big of a burst heal, but it's a nice sort of hot.
This is my path.
Let's push that in. Yeah, I do like it. It does give you some nice wave clear. Gives you a little bit better trading early on.
I heed their call.
The self-heal is pretty nice.
Every step, a new journey. Never waste a breath.
Yeah, we're up a lot of CS now.
I heed their call.
I think we'll transition over to more like bigger heals now. At least a couple more points and bigger heals.
has been slain.
Okay, that's pretty good.
The whole world in balance.
Let's go ahead and heal him. I was trying to land a Q first to see if I could get a more efficient heal, but... Alright, we'll go ahead and just grab a rejuve bead, I suppose. Hey, Ethan. Talk about that pretty extensively in my frequently asked questions. If you look at question number 2 or 3, why do I not upgrade / why do I sell gold items? Because it's better overall if you just rush redemption and lock it. The gold items are not worth the investment. And don't mistake it, it's an investment. It's not free. You have to devote quite a substantial amount of gold to upgrading them. I get one more point of Q here. And it slows down your redemption. And you really want that redemption faster. Even if you just cause one more heal or one more kill and assists off of getting that redemption 5 minutes faster, it's going to be worth it. It's going to generate 450 gold, which is way more gold than you're going to generate with that extra gold item a lot of the time. At least not for a very long time. Probably didn't need to ult there, but I wasn't sure how hard they were going to go. It's getting a bit harder to land these Qs. Alright, I'm going to have to take a back seat here. Let's chill. There we go. It's virtually risk-free just to throw down some Qs. Even if it's a pretty low percentage chance you're going to hit them.
To heal and protect.
Wait till I get to level 9, level up my heal a bit. Or not. There we go. If I land a Q, I'm definitely going to use a heal. There we go.
Every step, a new journey.
Got him. It is pretty nice wave clear if you level up that Q a little bit.
Be at peace.
Yeah, you don't... Yeah, I mean, if you're interested in looking at the math, I'll spell out the math for you in the video. If you're still wondering about why you don't upgrade to the tier 2, you're paying 500 gold. I think it gives you one more... What is it? It's one more health for everything that dies around you. I think it gives you 5 instead of 4. So think of how many, that's 100 more minions that have to die around you before the thing pays for itself. And all you get out of it, you get 5% more CDR and some like extra regeneration, which is not going to be really relevant outside of laning phase. It's much, much better to just complete your redemption. You may think, well, 500 gold's not much. It is a lot. I mean, that's one more back, at least, a lot of times. You're just sitting there and you don't quite have enough for redemption. That's another 5 minutes, potentially, before you could go back and get it. So you could have used redemption 2 or 3 times in that 5 minutes and caused a bunch of mayhem. So you want to get your redemption faster. I don't know, Morgan. I mean, I know you do play him a lot and you're high ranked, but I would rather have a redemption virtually every day of the week. Faster. Keep in mind, redemption also gives you like regeneration as well. So you're getting regeneration and you're also getting other stuff, like the game-breaking active that it has. So with redemption, you know, you're also getting CDR, you're also getting base mana regen and health, and you're also getting flat health, and you're getting a broken active that can be used like half the length of the map. So this almost literally gives you everything that the Eye of the Oasis components give you, except it has a broken active with it and doesn't give you gold per 5. Like, that's really the only difference. The only major difference. So it's like, would you rather have gold that scales up and might pay for itself in about 37 minutes? Or would you rather have something that can almost single-handedly win you the game? If you get a double kill bot and then a dragon, or first tower blood, or something like that. Well, I did the best I could. I'm not a fan of Eye of the Oasis at all. I think that's the worst forward item in the game. Because the stats just don't matter outside of laning phase. I might flank us here. Yeah. Be a little careful. Oof, okay. Make sure we don't get teleported on from behind, or try to. Well, that is true, Morgan. I mean, but I would rather, I mean, the thing is, I would rather have Ruby Sightstone most of the time. Well, I can...
An enemy has been slain.
You need to get
An enemy has
mobility
been slain.
boots. No, I'd rather have Ruby. Ruby lowers, speaking of vision control,
An enemy has been
you know, Ruby lowers the cooldown on your Oracle Lens so you can sweep more. It also gives you a lot of health, which is nice for survivability. And it lowers the cooldown on your Redemption and your Locket.
Team has destroyed an inhibitor.
So I just think the Redemption Ruby combo was just massive. At virtually every elo I would get it. I mean, in pro play they won't, because they won't be able to get Locket. Like, that's the big deal. Like, a lot of times they can only afford Redemption and a forward item. But anything below Challenger, you know, that's what I would do. And the gold means a lot more. Also, like, the gold generation, because you're not going to get as many kills.
Never waste a breath.
But yeah, for the vast majority of players, I think that Ruby Sightstone Redemption is the ticket on almost every champ. I could have Redemption there, probably, to save him.
To heal and protect.
Oh, I really is a friend of yours? Huh. Nice.
The whole world in balance.
4 charges on your Ruby? Yes. I don't know, I must have missed something. I didn't have, like, when we were pushing up middle, I didn't have time to go ward in good places, if that's what you're referencing. I didn't want to, like, go out and ward Baron or something, you know, while we're trying to push inhibitor.
I lend my aid.
Oops. Didn't mean to throw down that silence. I don't think it'll matter.
By the power of the stone.
He's probably dead bottom. Let's just see if we can get this. Where'd Shiv go? Did Shiv back or something? No, she's here. I was looking at the mini-map. She's right in front of me. I don't think...
To heal and protect.
I mean, we're not going to push through an Anivia.
Where am I needed?
I guess I can rotate down here since this fight's going on for like 20 years. And we get this dragon too. Need to find something to do though. Like, wandering around and getting picked off is not on the list of recommended options. So I'm prepping for dragon. Yeah. He went the other way. That's fine. Hey, what's up, Fat Carpenter? It is specific to pro play, Morgan. I mean, you're right, but the reason why... I mean, you may not be in here the times that I've explained this. I explain it like probably 5 times a stream, but I know people tune in and out. You know, nobody watches an entire 6-hour stream, so I get that. I'm not trying to, you know, I'm not trying to harp on anybody, but I'll explain it again. Okay, so the reason that pro players upgrade things like Eye of the Oasis and Eye of the Watchers is way better than Eye of the Oasis, by the way, in most situations. But the reason why is because they're broke. They don't have a lot of money, and they're not going to get Locket typically. Oh, I can't get close enough. No, the range is too low.
The enemy's inhibitor is respawning soon.
Usually, they're going to have to buy so many control wards, and they're not going to have a ton of assists. They're going to have to buy a lot of control wards. That means they're typically only going to be able to get, like, 1 4-ward item and one big kids item. And that big kids item is going to be redemption most of the time. And the 4-ward item, and like you said earlier, especially at higher levels of play, you need those wards, like, really fast. So they're just going to go for the Oasis. Or typically they're going to get the Watchers, because Watchers actually is combat effective because you get a lot of AP rather than health regen on it. So that item's way better. It also is really good early on in an aggressive lane because that extra plus 10, plus 15, depending on the stage of the upgrade, on a spell hit, it's actually really powerful.
Every step, a new journey.
So most of the time, that's what they'll get. Eye of the Oasis is more rare, but sometimes they'll get Eye of the Oasis. But usually they do Watchers. But it's the same concept where you need a 4-ward item. You're only going to have one activatable, which is going to be Redemption.
The whole world
So you go for your 4-ward item first because you need those wards. And then eventually you finish up Redemption. In solo queue, you get a lot more gold because it's a Clown Fiesta. So you're going to have a lot more assists. You're going to generate a lot more money. People are not going to fight you for vision as much. So they're not going to be constantly sweeping your wards like they will in pro play. So you're not going to have to buy as many control wards. Although I still probably buy an average of like 5 control wards a game. But you're not going to have to... We're just getting real dumb here. And so it's better if you're going to have multiple activatable items. If you're going to have multiple activatables, then the... So that's why, is that you have more money and it's going to multiply harder because you're going to get redemption and locket. And you need the health more in solo queue too because you're just going to get hit by random crap because people is just going to be less organized, so having the health on redemption is actually quite nice. And laning and pushing doesn't matter as much early on, so you don't need the active from Eye of the Watchers as much. Yeah, I know. We cannot see eye to eye on it, fine, but I mean that's my explanation. If people like to get Eye of the Oasis, it's fine. I mean a lot of high level people do it, but I personally am not a believer in that item. That was actually pretty good. I liked that Soraka game. I kind of like leveling the queue in lane. It does give you a bit more power early on, and it has some really nice wave clear to it. So Soraka definitely felt a little bit better there than typically when I play her. So I think that was pretty nice. See ya, Morgan. Okay, so I'm going to keep going. We'll go back over to the normal solo queue here. So that's going to be it for the Soraka VOD. Finally, we got another good Soraka video I can post up on the channel. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.